Okay, I'm about to go to work, or we're about to head to work, and I decided to just film the intro to the video while I wait for Grace to finish with the puppy. Right out there, which is why I'm looking back there. Okay, so this week I'm going to do a trying to read for an hour every day of the week, most days. There's a couple exceptions to this, being Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I work 8-hour shifts those days, so I want to read like half an hour instead of a full hour. And Sunday I didn't film. I didn't film because it was Sunday and I didn't want to film, but I did read for 2 hours. I read Vinland Saga Volume 5, I think, Book 5, and or maybe it was Book 6. And I read A Perfect World Volume 4. And then I'm about to start. I have it in my bag here. I'm about to start The End of Infinity, which is the third book in the Jack Blank series by Matt McLeish. I read the series as a kid, except I don't think I ever read the last book, so I don't know how the series ends. So we're doing that. So today is Tuesday. Yesterday I didn't read at all, but I also read for 2 hours on Sunday, so I guess we're gonna check box Monday too, or I'll try to read extra. But typically I'm gonna not try to pull over from the previous day into this day. But today is an 8-hour shift, so we're probably gonna only read for half an hour today, purely because I need to also edit a chapter of my book and cook dinner, and it's a complicated dinner tonight and all of that. So we'll see. I will also include some fake reading montages of the books that I read on Sunday that I'll probably put before this clip. Just know I do that all the time because I don't like filming myself while reading. So, the internet's a lie. See you later. Bye! Dropped the phone. Hang on. Okay, so I got off work, and then I came home, and then I edited 2 chapters of my book, and I took a couple pictures for Instagram. And I'm like sitting here, and I'm like, I don't really want to read, but I also don't want to have to like not do this challenge, right? And I also don't want to fail. Like, I'm not really a quitter typically. I mean, if I haven't really started and then I like fail on the first day, whatever, it's like it never even happened. But you know, I don't want to do that, especially since I want to do this video. And then I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, but I don't really, I'm not vibing with this. Like, I haven't started, but I don't really want this. But it's the book that my roommates chose the other day. Then I was like, well, who creates the rules? Who says I have to do that? So now we are going to choose a different book, because I don't want to read that one, but I do want to do the challenge. So, me. Okay? We're doing it. Okay, so up here are the books I'm either currently reading or up next. What book feels like the vibe? Like low-key, none of them, you know? Which is exactly how... Okay, so this is where the I'm currently reading this book starts on this half, which is exactly why I have so many books, is when I'm like, I'm not feeling that, let me pick up something else. But I kind of want to pick up something else. So what do we have? I've read these. I've sort of read these. I read, like, I alpha read or beta read for these. I haven't read any of these, but I don't want a whole series. That's not technically my books. I don't want those. I've already read these 2. I've already read this. I don't want a literary fiction. Okay, next one. I've already read those. I've already read this guy. I don't want that. That's too chunky for right now. I've already read. That's too heavy. That's too much. Okay? I've read the first one. Love it. Too much. I don't want dystopian. Ugh. No. I mean, I've already read all of these, and I've read these. I've read this. I've read these. I've already read these. Although, granted, a reread of Michael Fay could slay. That's too much. That's too much. I've already read these, except for this, but that doesn't count. I'm not reading that. I've already read these. I've already read these. I haven't read... Whoops. I haven't read Theater of Memories, but I'm not sure if I really want that right now. I don't want any of those. I'm not picking up one of those. Okay. Get out of the way. No. 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 No, no, no. Oh, I've already read this. I've already read these. I don't want that right now. And also, I might do a video for the Hunger Games. I don't want that. I've already read this. I've already read these. I don't want that. That's too, like, meh. No, I've already read all of those. Okay. I don't really want, like, a sci-fi, so that rules that out. I think I've read this, but I also don't want it. Okay, Young Elites could work. I don't really want Ember in the Ashes. I don't want a Bachman right now, which I haven't read these two. I mean, okay, Anxious People could work. I've already read Demon Slayer. I don't want to reread Ash Princess right now, although I haven't read Lady Smoke. Oh, I'm down here. I've already read everything on this shelf. Okay, down another one. I've already read all of these, although I don't think any of these two I've technically counted as read because I think I read them like as separate novellas, so I think they each have like a novella that I haven't read. I've already read these three. I've already read these. Technically, I haven't read this, but whatever. I don't want to reread this to read this. And then down here, I don't want that. Gunslinger actually could be a vibe. I've already read these. I don't want to reread these two in order to read these two, although I'm not sure how much I have to. I'm not sure how much I have to. I've already read Rooftopers. I don't want a romance. The Bone Shard Daughter could be good. Orange, I don't want a manga right now. And I've already read this, and the second one's already up there, which I already said no to. I don't want to read The Kingdom Come unless I've read the others. Not that they're correlated, but just order of publishing. I've already read those two. Okay, that leaves us to our other shelf, which the lighting's about to get drastically darker over here. I'm not just going to pick up one of my theology books. I'm not just grabbing War and Peace. That's not happening. Or Don Quixote right now. Rules for a Night could low-key vibe. It's this little guy there. Okay. No. No. Hitchhiker's Guide, maybe. None of these are really vibing. Okay, down here. Let me move this guy out of the way. No, those are all too much thoughts. I've already read that. I've already read this guy. Oh, I've already read these two. I don't want I'm the Messenger. I've already read these. I don't want this. I don't want that. Or Hamnet. Or Alice in Wonderland. Or those. I've read this. Or I don't know if I was pointing that. I've read this last guy here. I've already read this. I've already read this. I don't want just a random thingy. I don't want literary fiction. Dune, I think, is going to be too much for my brain space. Although it kind of sounds good. So I'm going to, move it out. I don't want Strange Norel. A Long Walk to Water could be interesting. Get out there. Okay. And then the final shelf. y'all get a view of my floor here. Okay. Final shelf. Those are my books. I'm not reading them for this. Obviously, I wrote them, okay? No. This is my, least... I don't really care as much anymore. I mean, that could be funny. None of these sound good. That's a notebook, by the way. No. I've already read this. I think I just need to get rid of it. No. Okay, down here. This is probably going to be entirely no. And I've already read these, except for this guy. Why is he here? He needs to be over here. Okay. So that leaves me with, the Young Elite, maybe. The Young Elites. Anxious People. What are the other ones that I pulled out as a maybe? Oh, I low-key could go for the Illuminae Files. Bone Shard Daughter. The Gunslinger. Or... or Dune. Or... Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Hang on, let me set you down. Let me... Okay. Okay, that's awful. But hey, look, it's Kurama. He's my little... Wait, hang on, let me actually show you him. Ignore the fact that I don't make my bed. It's a loft bed, alright? I'm not trying right now. Look, I finished my crochet project. He's so bad. He's good. He's a nine-tailed fox from Naruto. He's awful. I love him. So, I killed him. He's fallen now. I don't think this is the answer. Dune. Let's see. I don't want to think that much, as much as Dune is going to make me think. Side tangent. I got it when I was excited about Dune, but I don't want the movie cover. Why do they do that? Who thought of this? It's a bad idea. It's terrible, really. The Gunslinger. I also... no, okay. I'm second guessing that. I think this is too big. I don't want to read it yet. The Lost Legacies, the Lost Files, whatever. This could be good. Who are these? What are we following here? This is from the I'm Number 4 series, or Lorien Legacy series, which I loved as a middle schooler and high schooler. Who? Okay, not that one. What's in this one? Sixth Legacy. Ooh, okay, I could read this, because it'd be half a reread. Or it'd be is it entirely a reread? Have I read the Fallen Legacies? Have I read this book? I don't know entirely. I think I have read all of these, actually. But I don't think I read them in the collection, so I didn't count the whole book as having read. Okay, that's a possibility, just for funsies. Anxious People still sounds pretty good. Ooh, hello? This book is dedicated to the voices in my head, the most remarkable of my friends. And also to my wife, who lives with us. Anxious People might win. I just broke my nail. Well, hey, it didn't actually break below the quick this time. That's nice. Or the Young Elites. I think we're going to go with Anxious People. I think this sounds the best right now. So, yes, we're going to read this for literally just half an hour. And then we're done. And we don't have to do the rest today. Okay, so it is the next day, which is Wednesday. Yesterday, I did read 30 minutes of Anxious People, and I got 20 pages in. It's really good so far, but it's a Bachman, so that's kind of expected. I finished everything else I need to do today, so I'm going to sit down and do the hour of reading. Once again, in this book, I've been playing with the dog who set this in my lap just a second ago. Where'd she go? Because she wants it. And she likes it. Yeah. But I'm going to read, and then I might also, I'll probably take a break in the middle of it or something to eat dinner. Cook and make dinner. Right, Jennifer? Yeah! She got it. Okay, so it's Thursday. I haven't done my half an hour reading today. It was an 8-hour shift, so it's only half an hour today. I'm going to explain that every time apparently now. But I haven't read, and I don't want to. It's like 8 p.m. But I told that to my roommate, and she was like, no, you can't lose. You can't quit. Never give up. So she was like, read one of these. So she brought me, that's upside down. She brought me Dinosaur Sanctuary, Volume 1. Because I was like, I'd rather read like a manga. That way I don't have to think as hard. Or Cells at Work, Volume 1 also. Or Kaiju number 8, Volume 1. So I'm going to read probably Kaiju number 8, Volume 1, because it's the one I'm most interested in at the immediate moment. I also think it's going to take less brain capacity because it's a shonen, I believe. So, yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to win! Okay, so it's Friday, 4th of July, actually, and I have to read for an hour today. I haven't started at all. It is like 4:30. Got off work a couple hours ago. I finished my 4th draft of my book, and it's ready to be sent off to my editor. I just need to do the reading now. I also wrote 500 words in a different project. So, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to split it up and do half an hour now and probably half an hour after. We're going to do like a little movie night for 4th of July. So I will probably make one of those Anxious People and work on that, and then one of those probably something else that's a little easier since I'll be doing it later. Or I'll just say and read anything. You never know. So, but I did read, where did I put it? Okay. Read all of Kaiju number 8 yesterday. It's upside down. Volume 1. I thought it was fine. Like, it's a cool concept. Other than that, I don't really care. Like, I'm not attached to any characters yet. And I don't care about what happened precisely. Exactly. I don't know. I combine those two, I think. I gave it like a 3 stars. So it wasn't bad. I'll probably still continue. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I don't really care to read the other. Like, I'm still curious, but like, I don't care. So, yes. Time to go read the other books. Okay, so on a technicality, I did fail, but also I'm just gonna stack the time so that doesn't count. And also, it was a holiday. We watched a movie. It was fun, okay? But I only read for like 40 minutes yesterday, so I missed 20. And then I read a couple minutes before work today. And so I have like 15 left over from yesterday, and I still need to read for my hour today, which I will do. I need to take a shower first, but then I will do it. And I got to page 42 in the Lost Files, which is just 3 novellas in the Lorien Legacy series. I've read at least 2 of these. I might not have read the one that I'm currently reading, so most of this is sort of a reread, but I've never counted as having read the book because I read them online off of some website when I was like in middle school or high school or one of those two. So not counting that, but yes, just need to read this and yippee. Okay, challenge is over. It is now Monday of the next week. I just want to do a little wrap up of what I read. I did technically fail, but in my defense, it was like 11, and I was like, I can't read, and I wanted to go to bed. I usually go to bed at like 9, or like, I've gone to bed at 8 before, okay? So staying up late is not my forte. So technically I did miss an hour and 15 minutes throughout the week. But whatever, okay? It's fine. All right, so first 2 books that I read, that was the order I read them in. Okay, the first I read on Sunday, which was Perfect World Volume 4. This is a manga following a couple, one of whom is disabled. He uses a wheelchair, and then the other is just a gal. And I'm salty at this series because it's doing the thing where it's like you have one couple, but then they're going to introduce 2 other characters who like are like, no, but I like you, like, but I kind of want the guy, and I kind of want the. It's like, no, shut up. Just let it be about the main 2. I don't need all the other drama. Also, had one of the cringiest scenes I've ever read. Bro, oh, that was awful. Overall, it was fine. I give it like a 3-star. I'm just currently salty with it. Okay, up next. Also on Sunday, I read Vinland Saga, book 5? 6. I'm on book 6. This was incredible. I can't really say much without spoiling. Loving the direction that these series is taking. And yeah, dude, really good. 5 out of 5 stars. Okay, I was going to show you a panel if I could find the panel, but I can't show you a panel if I can't find it. Ooh, that's crazy. Where is it? I know which side of the page it was on, so that's helpful. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, look, there's a floating head. The floating head's interesting, actually. I very much like it. Along with the parallel to the floating head with the other character. That's really cool. Because the one dude's like, I killed my papa. And now he's seeing his head. So that's fun. Where is it? Right there? No, it's not right there. I'm going to find this. Unless I don't. Oh, that panel is different. Okay. No, I won't. That one's a spoiler though. Oh, I found it. Okay. So this. Look at the art, bro. That's so good. 5 out of 5 stars. Immaculate. Next, I read not the whole book. Get out of there. This is fruit fly flying around like he owns the place. So yeah, I don't own the place either, but I pay for my portion here. I read 52 pages of Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Also loving it so far. I just didn't read that much because, why would I read that much apparently? It is about people, bank robber, hostage situation, the cops, interpersonal relationships. And that's all you need to know. Okay, and then next I read Kaiju, number 8, volume 1. This was fine. It was just fine. I am not attached to any of the characters, which is problematic for me. But the world is interesting and the concept is cool. I'm holding this upside down this whole time. The world is interesting and the concept is cool, but I don't care about the characters, so that's depressing. Not actually. It's just less fun. And then the last book I read on the 4th, I read 42 pages of I Am Number 4, The Lost Files, which is the Legacies. Yes. Which this has 6's Legacy, 9's Legacy, and then the Fallen Legacy. So 1, 2, and 3. Which I do not remember the names. It's been a while. One of them's called Maggie. One is just called 1. And 3 is like Hanu or something like that. Maybe I do remember their names. The series is aliens, humanoid aliens, superpowers on Earth running for their life can only be killed in the order that they're numbered in. So, but 1, 2, 3 are already dead. So then the first book of the series follows 4. There's a movie. The movie's not the book in the slightest. It's all, no, movie's bad. Books are good. Used to love it a lot. Rereading it now. But yeah, that is that. Hang on, let me get my one and I put them in a nice little stack. So yep, these are the books I read this week. Didn't finish any of the physical books that aren't manga, but you know, it counts for something, and it was fun. So it was a little bit of a crisis because I didn't have the time to read at the end because it was like 4th of July and then we were doing stuff and I just also didn't want to. So technically I failed, but you know what? I read some things, so that counts as something at least. Let me know if you've read any of these books and want to rant about them or rave or commit arson. All in the comments. Have a good day and a happy week. And yes, goodbye.